Hi, welcome back to the channel. I've had a few questions about the ramp sink, so I'm making a new one and I'm going to show you the drain setup and all the pieces that were just cut out on the CNC so you can get an idea of all the different pieces that are involved in making the ramp sink. I'm not going to assemble it in this video, but let's take a look at all the pieces and I'll show you the drain assembly. That's the biggest question I've had. How to make the drain assembly and what it looks like on the inside and how the pieces go together. So let me set this up and we'll take a look at the pieces and the drain. Here are the pieces that come off the CNC. This is a side. This is where the slot, all the pieces, all of these pieces here fit within this rabbet, and of course a slot. This is where the drain is, with sections. So this piece right here is the bottom portion of the drain, and that goes in like that. So we have this is the bottom of the drain, this piece. This is the back side of, that goes in here. I'll show you I've got one assembled. These two are the back of the sink. This is the bottom of the sink. This is the front of the sink. And this piece and this piece are the sides. So if we go over here, I have a sink that's clamped up. It's not glued yet. But you can see there's the front piece, the sides. Those are the two sides. We got the back. This is the back portion that you see. And then we have another section back here. That you don't see this. This contains the drain section. You can see how that, can you see that? Where it comes down and across. So that's the drain area, okay? Now we'll look at the drain assembly itself. This is the drain assembly. This is the bottom portion of the drain. And that's going to go up onto the bottom of the drain. And if you flip it over, so this is the bottom side. And then I have a ring, and this is the tailpipe. So this pipe, and can you see that little rabbet around there? And this has a little flange, the tailpipe. So that's going to slip inside this hole, and it's super tight. Okay. And then we slide it all the way in there, and I'll glue all this together. And that becomes perfectly flat right there. After you get those two pieces together and glued together, that's going to sit down on top of this bottom portion, and it's going to be like that. You follow along? So this is the drain pipe that sticks out of the bottom. This is a flange that goes around there, so we can glue this onto the bottom and create a watertight seal inside of the hole there, so the water is going to go down there. And this bottom plate that goes onto the bottom of the sink, you can see that it's all been routed, the slope 1/4 inch per foot, so that when it's sitting like that, nice and level, the water will filter down through this little slot in the back of the drain, and it will drain down to this tailpipe. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's a little bit time consuming cutting this. Oh, and this portion here has holes in it. Can you see the holes? Right there. So what I do is I mount this. I flip the countertop over and I have the sink upside down, and I mount this, and I clamp it down, and I drill through these holes. And then I remove this, and on the bottom side of the sink, I put brass inserts right underneath this. When I glue this on, I put silicone all the way around this flange here. That's why I kept that part flat. Silicone goes around there, goes down on top of there, and I put screws. So it's mechanically fastened, and it's also silicone so it doesn't leak. If you ever wanted to take it off, you would have to take all the mechanical fasteners out, the screws, And then probably put a broad knife in between there to get this, to break the silicone loose. Most of the time these type of sinks go in a commercial area or commercial application where people aren't, you know, brushing their hair and all that stuff. They're just washing their hands. I would imagine that you don't get a ton of stuff down there, but at least it gives you an opportunity to remove this bottom plate and also be able to clean the bottom of the sink out, because you can't access it through the top side because it's just a slot. You don't have drain access. Let me take you over here. Here's a finished ramp sink. You can see the way it's mechanically fastened. The drain pipe is the flange that I make, the drain pipe. These are the mechanical fasteners. You can't see the silicone, but that's all the pieces to the ramp sink. I showed you the drain, all the pieces to the sides, the bottom, the back, the front little piece. You see how that all comes out of the CNC. And the next video, I'll show you how to assemble and sand the sinks ready for installation into the countertop. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, comment below. Thanks for watching.